Hello, everybody. It is me, Demetra K, and I am sitting here with Donovan, the recovering Democrat Saadiq. Can't hear. Oh, can you hear me? Okay. Also, though, hold on. Wait a minute now. Hold on. Also known as Nostro Donovan, the Black Yule Brenner, and we'll get into that in just a little bit. But anyway, the purpose of the Demetra K Show is to promote Black love, knowledge, and understanding of all things that go on in the Black community, to make us an even better people, with the emphasis on even, because we're great people, but we can always strive to do better. I'd like to say a big giant thank you, hello, and welcome to YouTube and Facebook. Not only are you viewers, but you are the other side of the conversation. You are family, and we consider you co-hosts. Brother Reggie, I think it was you that asked me to share the link today, so I am going to share the link just to get you guys' opinion. All I ask is that if I've never seen y'all on here before and your profile looks like this, please show me this. And then you can go back to that. If you're not comfortable, just know that no one else but me can see you until I bring you up to the big screen. Couple things in the comment section and on the panel is not that we disagree, it is how we disagree. So let's try to be as respectful as we can, because especially now after the election, I know people's feelings are still involved, and I personally want to be respectful of that, which is why I've kind of held back on not going too hard in the paint, because I get it. You know, people felt like their candidate should have won or whatever the case is, and she didn't. So, you know, I'm away. But anyway, so Walter's supposed to be joining us. If he does, it'll be a miracle. We'll see, right? Anyway, the topic is post-election recap, how Trump bested Kamala Harris, and where do we go from here? So we're going to go over a couple of election results, although I know you guys have seen them all by now for the most part. Nostradamus, hold on a second. Donovan. And I call him that, and I'm going to call him that for a while. I've given him my title. He's called, you know, the Nostro Demetra. But Nostro Donovan said that this was going to be a blowout. And I said, surely you're putting a little bit too much on it. He says, no. And he stood 10 toes down. No, it's going to be a blowout. And God dog it, if it wasn't a blowout, I don't know what it was. She got tore out the frame. That's probably as far as I'm going to go. Donovan?
Yes, welcome back to the show. Again, I'm going to try to be as gracious as I can in victory, as some of you guys have not been in defeat. As you know, people are just crashing out left and right, male and female. Ski-wee! And all the rest of them are doing their thing. But do us a favor, you guys. We have a scrolling banner down there. If you guys want to donate to the show and continue to have these great conversations, there's ways you can donate. There's Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, Cash, Money Order, all that other great stuff. Also, don't forget, there's the African Diaspora News Channel app. You can download it on Google Play and the Apple Store. You will continue to get great videos from Demetra K, Brother Phil Scott, Vicki Dillard, and all the rest of the great contributors to the African Diaspora News Channel. You can also go to YouTube and subscribe and become a member there if you don't want to download the app, which is what I did. I got the year subscription, so I don't have to worry about them keep charging my card and all that other great stuff. But yeah, this is something interesting. You know, some of you guys that tuned in to us last night, I just want to say this. Thank you guys, because we have now sent a message to the Democratic Party. A third of Black voters have moved away from the Democratic Party. And again, that the numbers don't lie. They cannot win unless they have 90% or more of the Black vote. Black vote, like Malcolm X said, is the deciding factor if they want to win these elections. So kudos to you guys for sharing these talking points to your platforms and all that other stuff. So you guys are just as much a reason that the Democratic Party failed in its endeavor to continue Bidenomics and all that other stuff. So yeah, I wasn't surprised. Like I said, I read the tea leaves, but you know, when we have these conversations, these things that we're doing, and the good thing about the new Black media, all of us, is we have baby boomers in there. We have Generation Xers, Generation Y, millennials. We're all in here fighting for the future of our people, and you know, big ups to that. So this is going to be a great conversation. You know, we want to hear what you guys have to say about it. Tell us your experience with some of your family members and friends post-election. I mean, have you guys been getting the hatred and the lack of Thanksgiving invite. There won't be no sweet potato pie for you, all that other stuff. Just let us know.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, Brother Reggie, they crashing out. Woo! Hey, Buckhorse, hope you're doing well. Your average logical thinker, Rain. Sue, how you doing? CJ, what's going on with you? Mike, nice, what's going on? Daryl, he says this election proves that if 20 to 30% of Black people leave the plantation, it's a problem for white liberals. P.S. You saw the meltdowns. Yeah, we still seeing them too. They not really totally just going there yet, but I think they will eventually by the end of the night. Lady Diana, how you doing? I hope you're doing well. Let's see. Doretha, hi, how are you? Who else is on here? And then I'm going to get into a couple of results and I'm going to open the link. I know I haven't done that in a long time, but I think today is a good day.
And I want to ask you guys this. Did you guys wake up today? Are you guys still paying bills today? Are you still going to work today? Is life still going on for you today, even though Donald Trump got elected? I think you guys are. Are you guys okay? Did anything happen to you? Did anybody break into your house? Did the fascists take away your rights? Did he abolish the Constitution? Did he do any of that? Here's one thing we do know. If everything Kamala Harris said about Donald Trump doesn't come true, does that mean that the Democratic Party are a bunch of liars? Think about
it. Mink, they're up. You crazy, Kara. Billy John, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Warren, what is going on with you? Sister Marcella, hope you're doing well. Brenda Starr, how are you? Yeah, average logical thinker, thank you so much. She says, thank you both for your contribution during this election. People changed their minds and actually voted because of your work. Demetra and Donovan, thank you. We really appreciate that. Chalk Chick, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Keelan, what's going on? He says, I have definitely been getting the smart remarks. There's going to be some argument on Thanksgiving. Yeah, I think a lot of us have been uninvited. Quicks, how you doing? Says, was the Black vote down in addition to Black men voting 20%-ish for Trump? Well, I'm going to get into that in just a second.
Yeah, 25,
Warren, how you doing?
25, they say. And the battleground states of Georgia, the Black men there. And here's the funny thing. I want you guys, I don't know if you guys heard about this. You probably have, because you guys are just as much involved as we are. The very Latin people that they are letting into this country by droves, it is estimated half of the Latino vote did not vote for the Democrats. So the very people that they're trying to buy and get in here and erase us didn't even vote for Democrats.
Yeah, Jupiter, how you doing? Says, Demetra, it's the joy. Now all Boule shields are salty and mad and in denial. Yeah, they in denial big time. Candy, how you doing? Says, people are big mad at me, but who cares? I don't. You know what I'm saying? You're still going to sleep at night. Mixer 619, how you doing? Says, watching Rolanda, y'all crazy. Martin and the Boule crew last night was priceless. Yeah, you know, they had so much writing on Kamala, and I get it. Patrice, how you doing? So anyway, let's get into a couple of these results. So, of course, y'all know Trump is, I don't know, last time Donovan and I discussed this, I think they said he had about almost 300. Sounds like Arizona and Nevada are still trying to call the election, you know, in their states. But obviously, we know by now that Trump was the first to reach 270 electoral votes, which is what anybody needed to become the president. So again, Trump did that. Kamala, I think, I forget, I don't know, 223 or something is what she had. Nevertheless, she fell significantly short. She did recently give her concession speech, basically saying the same stuff that she said, and that it was going to be a peaceful transfer, and they're going to work with the Trump administration, you know, to transfer in, and they're not going to, basically, for lack of words, do what Trump's crowd did in 2020, right? And she talked about, you know, continuing to fight, and young people don't give up, work hard, you know, and I thought it was pretty cool, you know, whatever. Then her and Doug walked off to Beyonce's song, and, you know, that was the end of her candidacy, for a lack of better words. All right.
So political career is done. She's finished.
Well, I'm sure she's going to make a lot more money, books. I'm sure Netflix will sop her up. You know, they spent a lot of money in her campaign, $50 million. I think they'll give her the Barack and Michelle treatment. But anyway, so regarding gender, it says that 55% of men voted for Trump and 45% voted for Trump, and, you know, vice versa on the other end. So more women voted for Kamala, more men voted for Trump. Of course, more white people voted for Trump. Black people voted for Kamala. They said to the tune of 85%. As Donovan said, 52% voted for Kamala as far as Hispanics, and then 46 for Trump, and so on and so forth. Okay, let's see here. Just kind of looking and seeing. Age group, it seemed like, from 18 all the way, past 65 was about even. But then more specifically to Black people, it sounds like about 78% of Black men voted for Kamala, about 92% Black women voted for Kamala. And then, you guys could do the other math for Trump. So yeah, she got a lot less than her predecessors did as far as the Black vote is concerned. But it also should be said, Warren, and you said it, that but a lot of Black people didn't show up as we did in 2020. And it said it's true all the way across the board. So it wasn't just Black voters. It was other group of people too that didn't show up. And so, Trump just ran, and I'm gonna just give y'all my opinion, okay? And it's not something new. Trump ran the better campaign. He talked about issues, whether we like them or not. He and Vance were out there early campaigning. Now, of course, y'all remember that he was originally going up against that of Joe Biden. And then in July, they switched, they being Kamala and Biden. And then he being Trump had to rearrange how he would debate her and just kind of how they would have to go after her. But while she was, as they say, running a basement campaign, not wanting to talk to the press for almost 2 months, not having no policies up and, all that other stuff, Vance and Trump were out there. And Vance said that. He says, well, yeah, y'all can criticize us because we're out there. We're saying stuff, we're making gaffes and, saying whatever, but she has not said a word. But toward the end, she came out and did all the interviews. You couldn't get her to stop talking. She was on it just everywhere, everybody's couch, desk, wherever, just having these conversations. And she kept saying the same thing, and it was turning people off, right? She wasn't saying anything new. Of course, we talked about this last night and even way before then. And she should have came out first and took the tough interviews. That way she could have corrected, as she was campaigning, but she didn't do that. She did it all toward the back end. And I think by that time, most people had decided that they were going to, who they were going to vote for. Now, of course, most Americans said, and I think it was to the tune of almost 90%, especially ones that voted for Trump, that the economy was the most important. Now, when I looked what was the most important to Kamala voters, they said democracy. And I said, well, ain't that strange? Because they bought into the propaganda that democracy was in danger, but most people couldn't even define what democracy meant. And I know that for a fact because we saw a lot of the Kamala supporters trying to rob everybody else of their democracy. Oh, why you do that? Why you vote this way? Well, democracy means I have a say-so. I can vote the way I want to vote. But that's how I knew they didn't know what it meant. So that was more important to them. And of course, immigration came up high as far as what was on people's minds. And so Kamala just, I don't know. You raise $1 billion. So they say, right? Over $1 billion. And you ran I don't know, campaign. It was of joy and it was of vibes, and you had concerts and dancing and all that other stuff. And it's like, as I said, the American people couldn't take none of that to the bank. It's cute in theory, but at the end of the day, people I think went to that voting booth and said, you know what? I gotta vote my interests. My bank account is low. I don't put as much food in the basket at the grocery store as I used to. Yeah, I'm bothered by immigration and just the Democrats, letting any and everybody come over here, not asking no questions, giving them everything they want while they're telling everybody no. Yeah, that bothers me. So I think a lot of people are just like, we want to recognize, even with the racism, as crazy as it is, right? I think a lot of people's like, we want to be able to recognize this country again. As far as before the borders got opened up, right? And I don't know if y'all are paying attention to the money. This morning, not even 24 hours after Trump was, elected, the stock market went up 1,200 plus points. The cryptocurrency went up. The dollar value went up. You got all these leaders all over the world saying, oh, yes, President Trump, we can't wait to work with you. It's going to be our pleasure. Whether it was Zelensky, it was Putin, it was Netanyahu, you name it. All these leaders congratulate him. And then all of the CEO from these tech companies, Apple, Google, Facebook, they all were like, oh, we can't wait to work with you. It's, congratulations and all that. See, they saw the writing on the wall, right? Because at the end of the day, it's about the money. Now, I know somebody who got stock in Tesla. She said, I woke up and it was wonderful. My stock was wonderful, So I said, look at that. You already saw your life improve just a little bit more with that. So I'm going to give it to Donovan, then I'm going to get into the comments and I'm going to open up the link.
Yeah, I'm just going to keep my comments short because I want to hear what you guys have to say on the link if you guys want to come up. But Walter's just ecstatic right now. See, I don't have to see Walter to know. When Trump got elected, Walter probably just jumped up, did a jig or whatever the deal is, hasn't slept, opened his portfolio's financial thing and just started doing the numbers and crunching. He's probably just going making deals right now as we speak. And that's what happened for a lot of people in the first Trump administration. But I do want to say this. We've already seen what this man has done, the scare tactics, what we have to do moving forward. And I say this all the time. If you guys have played chess, people know what a pawn is, right? A pawn is a piece of the chessboard that is expendable. It doesn't really mean anything. But a pawn is a very powerful piece if it's moved intelligently. So what we got to do now moving forward is keeping this message. 2 years away is the midterms. 2 years away is the midterms. So we've got to keep this message and educate people because you got so many people that hate Trump. They just hate him. They've been programmed to hate this man. I put a video up on my Facebook channel with Maxine Waters. She was saying racial things and didn't realize she was saying it because she hates Trump so much. And by the way, she won her reelection. But my point is this. If we don't know what the future is going to happen, what if this economy does get better? The borders are closed and things do happen because you got to realize Trump can't run again after this. If things do get better, we have to point that out to our neighbors who have Trump derangement or they're stuck into the DNC mind control program. And point these things out like, look, yeah, you got better because of Donald Trump or under the Republican rule or, the policy or whatever the deal is. You got to start pointing that stuff out to people saying that the Democrats, when you were under the Democrat, what was happening and so on and so forth. So what do you guys think about it? It's unfortunate. There's got to be a winner and there's got to be a loser. We are not in a participation trophy society. Let's get back to our traditional values of knowing what a woman is, knowing what a man's role is, keeping men out of women's sports, common sense. Let's just get back to common sense issues. What do you guys think?
Absolutely. So I'm going to get back into the comments and I'm going to open up the link. Again, if I haven't ever seen you on here before, please show me your face. If you're not comfortable with showing your face, and go back to your profile picture. Hello to everybody that's come on here. Jamie, how you doing? Says the view was a mess. Whoopi and Sonny. Yeah, I watched it. And yeah, Sonny got to own that, calling black men crazy and ridiculous for wanting to vote for Trump. It was like, nah, y'all got to own all that spiciness that was coming out your mouth. You know what I mean?
And then again, she's still spewing the Democratic talking points. I have less rights now than I did when I was younger. Well, I'm a man. I don't get abortion rights. How's that fair to me? Oh, because I'm a man, so I don't get abortion rights. It's like, yeah, some people get more rights in certain things, and some other people get more rights in certain things, depending on your gender and all this other stuff. It's just totally ridiculous, these women on that show.
Hey, Fishing with Rick, how you doing? Yeah, I saw it, and it was like, yeah, knock it off, okay? You broads are going to be all right. Y'all got all the money in the world, and you're mad because things didn't go your way. You're mad because people didn't want to, vote for Kamala, who, if for lack of better words, didn't have anything for people to vote for. She didn't, And so they have to also own that every day, getting up there, acting crazy with people, crashing out over Kamala, talking to, you know, people. It was just a lot. So it's like, don't be upset. But at the end of the day, none of this is going to affect you. None of it. You'll be fine.
Well, you got to remember the last election when Trump won, a lot of Black correspondents and news anchors and Joy and all these people, they got fired because they didn't deliver the Black vote. So maybe they're worried that, hey, I got to show and improve that I'm still down with the cause before I get that pink slip. Joy Reid is crashing out. She says Black men did what they're supposed to do in North Carolina. She's blaming the white women.
She better watch out. Now she treading on dangerous grounds now. Sassafras, you getting beside yourself. Okay? Get back on in that kitchen and knead them biscuits and mind your business. I'm just saying. Diane, how you doing? Says I voted for the couch with popcorn and all. I know Vance, Pork Rinds, Martin. Well, damn. Pork Rind Martin, Ricky Smiley are crying. Panic set in. Yeah, I listened to a tiny bit of the Ricky Smiley show, and they were arguing with each other, you know, about, oh, it's not going to be okay. How can you say that? It's like, are y'all serious? Y'all joking, right? I know it's to say y'all got ignorant hilarity, but damn, is this part of it? Voodoo Glitch, how you doing? Says, don't worry about Mrs. Imhoff. She grew up in a middle-class home. Yeah, they got millions of dollars. She's going to be fine, you know? All right, let's see. Samuel C says, Kamami didn't even show up after her loss to face the Howard University. Shows you
very disrespectful, very disrespectful. And we know that from being from California, her imperialistic, and that has to come from her Hindu culture. They are, you know, she's of the higher class in the culture. They don't deal with the peasants. They just don't do that. But for her to be a sororo and have those people waiting for her for 6 years, not even to just go out and say, thank you guys for supporting me. We're still counting the votes, whatever. See you tomorrow. That goes to show you her attitude. When you are given everything and you don't have to work for it, that's going to be your natural attitude when it comes to not getting your way. From reports, it is alleged she was throwing a fit that she was getting blown out so badly.
Yeah, you know, she owed them better. You know, Howard was already going through some things, being neglected, water, rats, roaches, just a lot. The students, and you know, for her to not even say, "Hey guys, it's gonna be okay. I'll be back." Whatever, I get it. You know, I can understand her being upset. You put all that work, so called, into the campaign, and you didn't win. So I understand it, but to leave those people hanging after they stood on that grass all that time, hours, not moments.
Dancing and ski-weeing and all that other stuff. We haven't even seen Jim Clyburn. JJ Marr says, where's Clyburn? Was he voted out? No, I think Clyburn is still in. I'm not exactly sure, but let me do my homework on that one.
Yeah, he's still in.
Yeah, he's still in. But, you know, all the ski-weeing they were doing up until the night, again, I don't see how people thought this woman was going to win. There was no way. She didn't interview. She didn't. How could you not see it? She is not ready for prime time.
Black people who support white supremacy, you're probably a troll, but I'll bite. Says you Black MAGA got what you wanted when he didn't fulfill, and when he don't fulfill your wishes, I'm gonna laugh at you, Sambos, and we don't give a damn. What you think? You think you laughing at us? What we supposed to do? Ball up and cry like you? That we don't care. You can laugh all you want. See, it's y'all that cry about democracy. You don't even know what the word means. You're just saying stuff. But you know what? I don't care. Laugh all you want. If you want to give me your attention, go ahead, boo, laugh. I'm listening.
Did Donald Trump promise us anything? Did he promise us anything? Did he say he was going to do anything for us?
But even if he didn't, who gives a damn? You know what I mean? We don't answer to people like that. You know, people voted for what they wanted to vote for, just like you voted for what you wanted to vote for. You know, talk about when we don't get nothing fulfilled. Hell, Kamala was in office for 4 years and didn't give you not a plump, dry biscuit. And here you are having the nerve to laugh at people because they didn't want no more of that. You should be quiet. But keep on. I'm going to get you on out of here. Just keep on. Let's see. I'm about to open up the link. Okay, Reynard, how you doing? You say, Demetri Donovan, do you believe not picking Josh North Carolina instead of Tim Walz or say Shapiro? He says, came back to hurt Kamala. No, I think Kamala came back to hurt Kamala. She was the wrong candidate. She has some of the lowest polling numbers as far as a vice president in history, and they decided to put her at the top so she could have had Jesus as her running mate, and people still would have rejected her. Now, let's concede something. Was there some sexism involved? Yeah, probably a tiny bit. But it wasn't that she was a woman. It was because it was the woman that she is, if that makes any sense.
Right. She's a bad candidate. And then you also got to blame the Democratic women, especially the Black women. Oh, you got to support a woman for the VP. It's got to be a Black woman for the Supreme Court. You're putting people, and Joe Biden put this person in there, whatever, and she's not necessarily a Black woman. She's really not ready for prime time. This is what you get. She polled as the worst Democratic candidate to go up against Donald Trump, and they put her up there anyway. Democratic Party, you got to do better. You have to do better.
Yeah, so it could have been anybody under the the other part of the ticket, and I think she just would have she still would have lost. Curtis Price. She says right on 1,000.
Right.
Yes, indeed.
And then speaking of Shapiro, what was the state that took it for Trump? One of the biggest mistakes was getting that knucklehead out of Minnesota. If she would have got Shapiro, she might have had a chance to get Pennsylvania. Mistake after mistake. This is one of the most poorly ran campaigns I've seen in my lifetime.
Yeah, it was horrible. Horrible. Lovely, how you doing? Since I told you, Trump 2024, we did it, baby. We made it happen. Yes. Yeah, there's a lot of Trump supporters who are ebullient about the results. And hello to everybody that's come on here. HDLC, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Just trying to get to the bottom. Miss Sweet, we are so glad you're back. We missed you. I asked about you, I think it was last week or the week before, and I heard you were busy. So we are glad that you were back. Mad Doggy says, why don't Maxine Waters retire? Because I don't even think she knows she ran in a race last night. I think she just was like, I did. I won.
Did anybody see Jill Biden in her all red outfit going to vote?
You know what? You stupid.
No, I'm serious. She was in an all red outfit and she went to vote. What kind of message are you sending? Because red is Republican, blue is Democrat. And on election night, those are the colors you don't wear if you're of the opposite party. Has anybody heard from Joe Biden?
Joe Biden hasn't heard from Joe Biden, okay? Facts not feelings, how you doing? Beast by Dizzy, thank you for the compliment on my hair. I do my hair like this when I'm lazy. I don't want to comb it, but thank you. Marcella says, I didn't think Kamala and Walz would not have been good on the world stage. I think the leaders of other countries would have taken advantage of her and Walz. Yeah, they're a little bit on the goofy side, if you will. Let's see. I think I'm getting close to opening the link. Herman, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Cute Ladybug, what's going on with you? Says Joy Reid is unhinged. Now more so than ever. Trish, she says, I think I am one of the few people whose family members could care less who I voted for. I have families who voted for each party. Nobody was upset nor cared. Glad I didn't lose family. Yeah, my family was pretty cool for the most part. And I don't really care. Crystal, how you doing? Says North Carolina did that thing. Yep. And that was one of the swing states, if you will. And they showed up. Avenge the Ancestors, how you doing? Yes, indeed. Akila, how you doing? Says sore loser. Okay. Queen Adaya, how you doing? Says Shalom, Dimitri Donovan. Yep. Yes, indeed. Okay. I think I said hello to everybody. I'm gonna open up the link. I'm kind of scared. That Red Boy, how you doing? Says the multiple Democrat crash out today have been glorious. I try not to gloat. I really don't. I just try to just be nice. Negroes, how you doing? Says media takeout reported she had an emotional breakdown. That's understandable. You run. Listen, I cannot imagine the magnitude of what that does to a body. I mean, we've seen Barack Obama under
90 days. She only had 90 days.
Well, not even that. I mean, just something like that, it ages you. It takes a toll on you, right? You don't get any sleep. You got to be your best when you don't feel good. Get up and speak to people, in different states, in different days. And so it's a lot to go on. And so I could imagine her having a breakdown. And I never want to make fun of her or anybody for that. In a sense, I kind of feel sorry for her because I believe that she was used. I don't know if she even wanted to do it. But I think
crash test dummy. Didn't Donovan say that? Crash test dummy.
Yeah, I think most people especially people around her, because they knew they were trying to get rid of her. They were trying to change her from the ticket when Joe Biden was going to run. And I think they knew that she wasn't ready, but for whatever reason, they said, you're the one. And I think they did her a disservice. So, yeah. Brenda, you said, I can't believe all those high-class women she's brought out and couldn't declare her win celebrities. Yeah, now check this out. Trump beat the media, whether it's social media, television, radio, newspaper, magazines. He beat Taylor Swift, Beyonce, Magic, Billie Eilish, all these people with these gigantic platforms. I mean, he beat $1 billion juggernaut of people throwing money at Kamala, and just 24-hour cycle of demonization of Trump. I'm not saying he didn't do anything bad or say anything bad, but I'm saying the way that they organized against that man and he beat them that way, ooh, that's a referendum on the Democrat Party, because they the Republicans got the Senate. Looks like they're on their way to get in the House, and now they got the presidency. Oh my God. It just that right there is, I think the American people said, Democrats, we are sick of your stuff. You were too far to the left with every damn thing you can think of. Y'all let all these people come up in this country within that 4-year time span. The amount of people y'all let come up in here was ridiculous. So that was the American people saying, we don't want no more of what you got. So just
hey, Black America's back in the chat. Where you been, brother? We've been wondering what happened to you. Dimitri missed you very, very much.
Lord have mercy. He must have heard I was going to share the link today. All right, I'm going to the bottom. One unique, Monique, how you doing? Art, how you doing? Says, assalamu alaikum, wa alaikum salam to you as well. Says, hopefully this experience should show us as Black folks to stop voting with emotions, revoke your interest, perhaps as a people. Yep. Black man, how you doing? Says, Trump 2024, we don't give a damn about Kamala. Uh-oh, I won't take it that far. She's still human. You know what I mean? Patrick, thank you so much. Love and appreciate you for that. Says, public service announcement. Please be careful. Liberal tear flash floods are hurting people nationwide. You wildin'. I was like, man, the way some of them are sounding, they sounded like they about to scale some Capitol walls. I could be wrong. Maria, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Panji, how are you? Complex Blackness, hope you're doing well this fine evening. This time change is messing me up, y'all. Jay the Greatest, how you doing? Says, time for the gold. Yep, Buckhorse says, if I catch a troll block party, do what you must. Do what you must. Dear self, how you doing? Says, Dimitri, I felt like a raccoon being happy for her not winning. Says, I got real emotional. First time I ever seen Black folks on the same accord with no votes for Kamala. We will not accept any more disrespect. And that's it in a nutshell. The disrespect must stop. And now the Democrats potentially, whether it's Senate, House, or the presidency, they got some time to think about how they want to interact with Black people from now on. Otherwise, it's going to get even worse. Let me say
something to King Mike's World. He says, greatest comeback in political history. You called it, brother. So, King Mike was saying Trump was going to do it from day one. So give it to him.
Yep. The Fleet Day City, I hope I said that right. How you doing? So the days of using Foundation of Black Americans to uplift everyone but FBA are over. They have been using our history and policies. We have to do better. We must stop voting for our own oppression. You better believe it. All right, who else came on here? I'm gonna open up the link. Yeah, Black America. How you doing? Hope you've been well. Thought you got swept away in a hurricane or something. I don't know, a sandstorm, something. Quicksand sucked you up or something. I don't know. Glad you're okay. Demario, how you doing? Says, all the women at my job got an attitude because Kamala lost. It's like, get an attitude, but just keep working. Don't be slipping on the job, okay? Just keep working. Mr. South Carolina bred, he said it wasn't the time to go against the natural nature of democracy. They don't even know what that means.
I want you guys to remember that third that walked away from the Democratic Party, now you're seeing the leverage. Because remember in her campaign, and she started, oh, I got this black man list, and they were just panicking because that's what they saw. There was too many black men and women that were going away according to the internal polls. So this BS about you need to have a majority, that is BS. We have leverage now. So the next elections, they're going to have to come with tangibles. So we got to keep our foot on their necks, because that third of us that is like, no, we're not going with that, you can forget it, whatever, they can't win elections without us. So we've got the leverage now. We control the board.
Yep. All right, so let's see. Whew. I got to get to the bottom, y'all. I'm about to open up the link. As I said, I haven't done this. Hey, Herschel, how you doing? Brina, how are you? Hope you're doing well. Y'all, I'm tired. I got up early too today. I went to sleep probably like at 2. I got up at like 6:30. I was like, oh. I meant to get up earlier, but I just couldn't do it. So I'm operating on films.
Yeah, for those of you guys that weren't with us last night, Demetra tried to sneak sleep and say, well, they'll call her in the morning. And I had to call her and caught her before she went down. So
right.
Yeah.
A bitch stay winning. How you do it? I really love that name. It says Black America stood on business. Yes. November 5th, 2024 is the day that business was stood on. That day, yes, indeed. Lene, how you doing? It says Crimea River Democrats. Y'all be nice. They're going through some things. Novel, how you doing? It says open borders, men wanting to be women and competing against them. Come on, like Donovan said, we have to get back to common sense at the very least, and we could deal with everything else, right? But the left was just to the left. Quincy, how you doing? No worries, better late than never, right? Okay, so I think I got to the bottom. No, I didn't. Lawrence, how you doing? It says all the white people at my job, it was a smile and laughter. Yeah, because anything else would have been kind of scary. 48 TCL, how you doing? It says all blue wave became the blue drizzle. You better stop. Be nice. King Mike, how you doing?
Speaking of which, Demetra, Chicago, how did Chicago fare?
Chicago, of course, they turned blue. Cook County was also blue. But, like I said, big ups to them. Miss Jessica Jackson, Mama Doris, and all of them, for standing on business. Those are our elders, the ones that we accuse of, being baby boomers and for the status quo. Those are elders there in Chicago. They stood on business and they showed up every time they needed to and let them know, if not now, eventually. So much major love to them, like for real. Okay, Lynette, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. About to share the link. Timmy Jones, what's going on? Says Democrats will lose in 2028. They still don't get it. Vance, 28. Yeah, JD Vance, I think he will run and probably win. The midnight stream was fun. Kev J, how you doing? Says, damn, being nice, all the disrespect they showed us. Hell no. Church lady, how you doing? Says, yeah, they're really emotional right now. Can't take an L. They just have to be sore losers. Well, in the words of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, he says, don't laugh, learn. So I'm trying my best not to get in the mud, even though it's very tempting. Y'all know I'll be having a lot of jokes, but I'm like, nah, don't do it. Don't do it. So I'm going to share the link. Donovan, you want to take over just a second?
Absolutely. I'm going to go down to the bottom a little bit. The church lady says, yeah, they were really emotional right now. Can't take an L. They just have to be sore losers. Kira Rant says, I think they said Southside Chicago was red. So that's pretty good. They're making progress. Miss Sweet Talk's talking to Buckhorse. Jamie, hope I said that right. Where is Joe? Odd Negroes Official. Welcome back to the chat. Chicago will get there. Yeah, it's going to take some time. You got those old school people that are just determined to be Democrats and don't give a damn about their legacies. King Mike's World says, I thought he was going to take New York. That would have been wild. Have you guys noticed, though, when you look at the political map, most of the United States is in red. Only like the major cities and most of the West Coast is always going to be blue. New York, the colonial states, those are all blue, but most of the United States is red. Mad Dog Jack says Illinois will be turning red in 2028. Herschel says Chicago strong. Voodoo Glitch, where Obama and Michelle at? Yeah, you waving your finger at us, Obama and Michelle.
Vineyard.
Right, back to their mansion behind the The dungeon
right
doors.
behind the grapes. Sue, thank you so much. Love and appreciate you for that. It says, my Democrat African American friends family said I betrayed the Democrat Party. I will see them at Thanksgiving dinners. If they go crazy nuts on me, what do you recommend? How should I respond to them? Saying, surely you do not intend on robbing me of my democracy, do you? And don't say another word. Just say that. Are you trying to rob me of my democracy? I thought y'all said it was in danger, and here you are endangering my democracy. And then see what they say. I think you'll be fine after that. I think they'll leave you alone. They'll be like, oh, we ain't think of that. So anyway, I'm about to share the link.
Okay, let me at this one last one. 48 TCO says, I drove by Home Depot and it was unusually empty. No one there to fix the fence or cut the yard or a day worker to be picked up, right? Where have the immigrants gone? I think Trump kind of alluded to that. If I was watching his victory speech, whatever, I don't know if it was Trump himself, but basically he was saying a lot of people are packing their bags right now.
Right. It was his, I guess somebody he's going to put over ice or something. Sky Dancer, how you doing? Brother Reggie says over 70,000 people voted for RK Jr. in Illinois. He said, don't vote for him. Yeah. And the good thing about him endorsing Trump is that he is going to, his campaign is make America healthy again. And I really, 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 really love that concept because he's, a staunch opponent of getting the chemicals and the drugs and stuff out of the food. Of course, you guys know that the reason he speaks the way he does is because he had a parasite in his brain. And I guess they didn't know for a while. And that's how he, ended up getting messed up. So I don't know if it was something he ate or whatever it was. But yeah, he's very big on making the food healthy again, because, in America, the food is the most unhealthiest of any place in the world. As far as all this technology and stuff we got, people are still dying because they're just eating food, right? With all the coloring and the chemicals. And
well, you also got to think about, do you think actually these inspectors are going in there every plant and inspecting to make sure there's not so much rat feces versus what's in the package and stuff? They don't do that anymore. They're not doing it. They're just putting the stuff out there. But Daryl Jinks had a good comment. He said the Asians and Latinos got all those benefits and they never showed up for the Democrats. They will continue to get those benefits. Let that sink in. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to share the link. Kels, how you doing? And again, if I've never seen you on here before, just please show me your face. Give you about a minute to make a comment or ask a question. And then I'm going to put you back down into the comment section so we can make room for everybody else. Please and thank you. So the link is now in the chat on YouTube. So we'll wait and see. It's been a while.
Yes, and real quick, can somebody please do a wellness check on DL Hughley? Please do a wellness check because I'm sure he probably just losing his. We haven't heard from these Steve Harvey. Notice that all the people that this a layup. We're gonna give him a layup. This is a lob. It's an easy dunk for her. The bitch could not even do a damn.
Be nice.
I'm just saying. I mean, they pretty much laid it out for her, and and they were rigging this thing for her, and she got blown out. DL Hughley, Ricky Smiley, we control the airwaves. Okay, look at what it got you.
They didn't do her any favors. They absolutely hurt her. And we control the airwaves. We're gonna lob her questions, and we ain't gonna ask her no. How was she supposed to be ready for the job if you're just gonna? So tell me, do you think water is wet? If so, like how wet is water? Air. Do you breathe it? Oh yeah, I breathe air sometimes. But one time with my mama, she was, she's a single mama growing up in the neighborhood, and all the people. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all didn't help her. Y'all, if y'all was really had her best interest at heart, you would have asked her the questions that would have really helped the American people, especially your audience, say, okay, I'm learning something. Kara, show me your face and I'll bring up, nobody else can see you but me. All right, I got you. You can blank it out if you want.
Odd Negroes official. I want to see what Trump cabinet will look like with JFK Jr., Elon Musk, and Joe Rogan in it.
Al, you crazy. Don't come on here with them jokes. Trump done it again. Y'all better stop. Miss Kara, welcome. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
We are fabulous. What's on your mind, lady?
I was wanting to attack the Democrats. They're attacking third party voters so hard right now on social media. It's crazy. And I'm just like, the Green Party got like 500,000 votes.
Mm-hmm.
Kamala lost by over like 5 million votes. We did not affect this at all. It's not a 2016 where Hillary might could have possibly won, and it wasn't that situation. And I really don't appreciate, them framing it from that light. But what I really wanted to talk about was how the Democratic Party subverted Bernie Sanders in 2016 and in 2020. Obama comes out, he says, do not let the Democratic Party go to the Bernie Sanders leftists. And just imagine had he let democracy, quotation marks around democracy, play out where we would be at right now. Because we wouldn't be in this situation right here, regardless of how you feel about, extreme leftist policies. What I like about Bernie Sanders is that he stuck to principles when it came to homelessness, when it came to poverty, the programs and initiatives that were people oriented. That's what we need to focus on. And those are the things that are going to disproportionately help Black people across the board. So that's my stance on this whole conversation. Boo-hoo, cry Democrats. I don't care. That's what y'all get. That's what y'all get for subverting democracy 3 times in a row. This was all in the making because they just could not allow left the American people to allow their voice to really play out. And now you see, they made sure last night that it was undeniable how they felt, and there was no
Absolutely.
mincing about it. That
No,
sea of red across that map. Ooh, when I went to bed after y'all's show last night, and I said, "Ooh, yeah, this is done." And I'm in North Carolina. We're a quote unquote swing state. We're really not, but And I was at the polling place pretty early because I work the polling stations in my community. So I saw all of those people coming in, and I live in a rural black town, and they were Trump, Trump, Trump. I was like, oh wow, I was flabbergasted at the amount of Black people who were willing to vote for Trump last night. So
absolutely.
yeah.
Yep, when you're at the bottom, where else do you can do but go up? That's it. I mean,
Yep,
what do you got to lose?
Right, I agree. You
absolutely.
got to play strategy. At the end of the day, the Democrats aren't giving you anything. They didn't give not one tangible to the Black community. Even they had to
Mm-hmm.
walk back the Black male initiative that they put out. They had to walk that back, and everybody's basically included because the racial element. And I
Absolutely. So
I can't even think.
I hate to cut you off, but I got other people waiting to come on here. But thank you, Kara. I appreciate you for
No,
coming up
thank you
here as an
too.
independent voter. You did your job. So have a great day and come up and see us again. Jupiter.
What's up there, Demetria? And what's up, young Burner? It's just I was listening, going back and forth with the roly poly, and they're just doing it after action. Well, I was here at tail end with that Reese chick, the one of the boulets. They're doing those circle
Oh,
jerk. So they're up there saying, "Well, Donald Trump spent as targeting the black people on anti-trans and all this other stuff what the Asians got right there," and I'm like they're really in a cognitive dissonance of denial. That's the problem is, first off, I'm glad Trump won. The problem is it's like the Boule shields are in a cognitive dissonance or denial on the reason why black men are leaving. Well, I'll say black men, I'll just say that, and just overall people are leaving. It's no tangibles there. It's no substance of it. Nothing. No tangibles at the same time. It's about economics and the patriarchy. Period. I'm just going to speak on the black man part of it, point of view. Other than that, everything is just irrelevant, and that's why Trump and that's it got most of the votes, and the Hispanic votes. They voted for Trump. They voted for him. So all these boule shields, it's that they have their final nail in the coffin. It's like they don't have the pulse of the ear anymore. Like you guys, Dr. Phil and Jason Black, even ABL and other pockets. they don't have the pulse of the community anymore. And I would just land my plane on that. It's over with. It's like because the new generation now of black men or just black community or just the landscape overall, it's about to change. It's going to go mostly to independent, conservative, or the Republican, or voting for the tangible. And that's all I got to say.
Well, thank you, Jupiter. We appreciate you.
Sure enough.
All right, come see us again. But of course, I see you trying to come on, but it says your device is not connected, so I couldn't bring you up even if I wanted to. So it's probably your internet connection. So I'm going to take you off and then see if you can come back because I can't even bring you up. So I put the link in. We'll be up here for another 10 minutes. If y'all want to come up and, speak for a minute, ask a question or just, make a commentary on how you felt. And I'm sorry, y'all, it's a hot flash. How you felt about last night's results and, really just the election season in general. Hello to everybody that's come on here. Lisa, too, how you doing? Hope you're doing well.
Yeah, Franco E says President Joe Biden really messed it up for the Democratic Party. And, I would kind of agree with you for the simple fact of they knew this man was in cognitive decline as early as 2021. And to have him sit there and say, I'm going to, run for re-election and stuff, they should have been prepping somebody else to run. And again, Kamala Harris polled the least likely Democrat to beat Trump. The Democratic Party really screwed up, and they ran a campaign of assumptions. Basically, well, with the black vote, what did Clyburn say? Oh, well, I have no doubt that the black people will come to the rescue of the democracy. Well, that didn't happen because people are seeing, we're not getting anything and we're falling farther and farther behind other groups. You've got, think about this. You've got people that come here illegally. And I was watching a video on a lady in Chicago at the Chicago City Council meeting, and she was saying these people are setting up restaurants on the sidewalks in Chicago, making money and stuff like that. But if a black person did that, we got to have permits, this, that, and the other. And they're setting these people up. You got to think about it. If you're getting free housing, you're getting free food. How long will it take you? And you're going to sell that free food and stuff like that. How long will it take you to set yourself up to where you're going to be pretty much okay? Because you don't have any overhead. We're the ones paying that. So I think people got tired and really woke up and said, you know what? We got to stop standing up for everybody else. We got to start standing up for ourselves.
Yeah, I'm hot, Sister Marcella, having a hot flash. I don't know if y'all know what that's like, but it's like the hot flash is like if somebody turned the oven on. I got you, current affair with Sarah. It's like you have an oven inside your body, and it stays on it very intense for like 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes sometimes. Current affairs, you ready to come up? You can blank your screen out if you want to. It's up to you. You good? Okay, I'm gonna bring you up. There you go. All right. Okay, now your device is not connected, so I can't bring you up. I don't know what you did. I just know that you were laying down, so I didn't know if you wanted me to bring you up, but your device is not connected anymore, so I can't bring you up until you connect your device.
Yeah, Marcella Muhammad says all the celebrity black people are irrelevant now. Yeah, we got to remember who these celebrities came out. Well, some of them came out because they were under duress. Usher, Beyonce, they got paid, but they seemed like they didn't want to be there, under duress. So,
Black America, yeah, Donovan did say that word, and he's gonna get a very bad. Something's gonna happen to him, for saying that, but he won't say that again. All right, BJ, I know I've talked to you before. I'm bringing you up, BJ. Oh, actually, let me bring up current affair. I'm gonna bring both of y'all up, current affairs. I'm gonna meet y'all, Mike, and then BJ. I'm gonna bring you up.
You can hear me now.
Okay. Oops. So, sorry. Okay. Let's see. Giving everybody a minute to ask a question or make a comment, and then I'm gonna bring you down. But of course, I see you trying to come up, but you're still not connected. As soon as I see you connected, then I'll bring you up. Sarah, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I cannot complain. What's on your mind?
I felt that the election was fair. I'm Nigerian American. I'm for y'all to get reparation, 100%. I'm with you. I felt like this election was completely fair because for the past few years, I struggled financially under the administration of Biden with the gas prices, with rent going up. As for me in my 30s, I can't even get a house. And I think I just voted for Trump because I've gotten tired of it, and I'm so disappointed in Black woman. You still voted for that lady, and she's not gonna give you any tangible. She even voted against you for not even owning a business, and that's
Right.
what I'm disappointed about.
Yeah, and to your point, I saw Bernie Sanders, who is an independent. Unfortunately, he ran as a Democrat the last time he ran, but he put out a lovely statement. I loved it. He says basically, and I'm paraphrasing, it was an indictment on the Democrat Party for ignoring the working class, turning everybody off. He says, to your point, the younger people can't afford to buy a house, can't afford to do nothing. Like there's nothing left for y'all, and the working class people just struggling every day, and the Democrats just basically turned a blind eye to it. They didn't care. They kept fueling these wars and just, the migration situation and everything else in between, ignoring the plight of the American people. And so that was Bernie Sanders, who was like, I mean, this is what you got.
And my thing is this, like, if you see how they send the Haitian across back to Haiti, and then like Venezuelan came in, I was like, this proves that this party is racist. And I knew this party was racist from day one. If you see how they treat, I was like around one or so. They were talking about the Rwandan genocide. They didn't even let Rwandans came in. And I'll be telling people in my African community, like, yo, you're still the enter in these Democrat Party. They don't even like you. Why are y'all still thinking they're gonna help you? They're not. And they will either get mad at me, they'll say I'm racist.
Well, what's Trump gonna do for you?
Yeah, they will say that. I mean, Trump economy was better. Gas prices was lower, food was like low. But now Kamala and Biden came in, it went so up. You can't even put food on the table. Let alone I can't even start a family right now.
Yep. So that's it. So, but I'm glad that you came up here. Please come and see us again.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye bye. BJ, what's on your mind?
How you guys doing?
We're doing well.
It's
Long
great
time no
to
see.
see you guys right now. I'm so glad this thing is over. But this election was very, very interesting on how big a role the data played in it. There were so many flyers pinpointing to each area. So this, if they would have succeeded, they would have had their blueprint on how to um, propagize the election going forward to lure people into doing what they want to do. Everything almost on both sides had no substance. The stuff that she was saying should have been saying back in 1979 when you could have probably done something about it. So it's like if people don't sit down and like fight against it, they're just going to keep doing the same thing over and over again. And I'm just looking at people in my community that said they had enough, but a lot of people in the other communities saw the same thing. So a lot of people are waking up to, no, they're like, with her, we know we're going to be in big, big trouble. We're in trouble with him. But with her, everybody knew that this is going to be a total disaster. And I'm just glad people didn't fall for it. Now, what the next 4 years is going to look like, we don't know. But we knew what we were going to face if she would have got in there.
And,
And the Democrats need to, the copy paste don't work no more.
Yeah, and if you really think about it,
you're not copy and pasting to no other group, so they're going to step up or step out.
Right. If you really think about it, BJ Riggs, if Kamala had succeeded, this would have been the biggest come up of all times because she was selected. Nobody voted for her. So that would have told the Democratic Party, we don't even have to run a candidate. We can just pick one. And these idiots are going to just go along with the program.
But not only that, both parties, because that means we don't need you guys anymore. We would just select and put whoever. And any given moment, and you guys just, you know, because I don't know if it was like where you guys at. They were doing parties at the pole, so they
Oh
had
yeah,
DJs out.
yeah, we saw it all.
I'm like, am I going to a club?
Yep. So let me
Okay, this is the most important thing you're doing in your life. You gotta come. Wait. I think I've done some more accomplishment besides pulling the ballot. I mean, it's just the propaganda was unreal.
absolutely. So thank you, BJ, for coming up
Thank
and
you.
seeing us.
Take care, everybody.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, Buck Horse, Brother Reggie, I got you. You good like that? You want to bring you up? Okay. Let's see. And Jazz Putin, can I see your face before I bring you up? Jazz Putin, can I see your face?
Yeah, Odd Negroes official says they said it was the working class that put Trump in office, and we know
ready to come
how
up?
Trump is about the working class.
Hold on a second. Black America, you ready to come up? Can you? I can see you. Can you see me? Got you, Jaspon. All right, Black America, I'm gonna bring you up. I see you driving. What happened? Okay, Buck Horse. He dropped down. Okay, I'm gonna bring you up. Okay, Brother Reggie, what's going on with you?
Oh, that's how you unmute this thing.
Yeah,
What's
I'm
going
sorry.
on, family? It's been a minute. It's been a minute.
So
Man,
how is it over there in Tokyo?
You know, I'm not in Tokyo. I'm about an hour outside of Tokyo, but no, it's cool on this side. I was so happy. Of course, I voted for Trump. I know that he's going to get us out of these forever wars. And a lot of people don't know this, but like America's like the big brother to Japan, right? Tons of military over here. Donovan, you know, with Trump in office, little rocket man up there in North Korea, he ain't gonna be testing rockets like he did a couple weeks ago, shooting over here towards Japan and Russia. And I think with Trump in office, it's gonna keep China from invading Taiwan as well. Keep all those chips safe. So no, it's a good day. Stock market is booming. Really happy to see my Black brothers and sisters that were not afraid to say, no, I'm voting for Trump and giving reasons. Unlike the other side, it's just, well, man, she ain't Trump. Nah, that ain't a platform to run on. Abortion, loans, weed, maybe. nah, that was a disaster. And they're talking about, and I'm gonna wrap it up in a minute, you know, protecting democracy. Well, nobody voted for the heifer. She was coronated. They just installed her. So Joy Reid and everybody yelling at, it's like you're not even making any sense. Y'all just plugged her in there.
But they claim to know civics and you know how everything works. But it's like you said, she was just they just plugged her in.
Just popped on in there. But anyway, it's a good day. Good day. It's good to be on with y'all. I'll wrap it up there.
All right, come back and see us again. You always be up in the comments, so tell us, family.
You know I'll be in there clouded.
Yeah.
All right, y'all.
All right, thank you. All right, so who's next? Jason, how you doing? Oh, you know, hold on 1 second. Oh, there you go. Now we can hear you.
How you doing, Demetra?
Doing well.
You, the reformed Democrat. Congratulations. Into the chat. I don't know. I did something yesterday I never thought about. I actually pulled a Democratic ballot and chose everything opposite that I could find. Feel good. Oh, and that James in the chat. As far as Chicago, we did what we could, but you know, Chicago is known as the Democratic machine. So.
Oh yeah. Y'all come from a long lineage of Democrats, Black Democrats. I mean, that's the home of Barack Obama, so that. But you know what? Like I said, major love to
You see
y'all
my
because
face, right? Dimitri, you see my face.
I
You
see
see
your
what you
face.
did? You see what you did? Please don't bring up Barry. That's ridiculous. And yeah, I voted for him twice. I fell for the lie twice.
Yeah, Ron Emanuel, all of them. Lori Lightfoot, the Jacksons.
You know what? I voted for Lightfoot twice. Why? Because she actually was doing her job. But I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole. But Brandon told us what he was going to do. He let us know he was going to be a panderer for the party. We just didn't listen. But at the same time, the lesser of two evils was Brandon because his opponent destroyed 2 or 3 school systems and then wanted to come back to Chicago. We were like, no. But
well, the question is, are y'all gonna let him come back?
What we're working on is just trying to get 2 things put onto the ballot. And if you've been catching the city council meetings, you've seen how hot and heated they've been. We want to change the sanctuary city status because they took Harold Washington's idea and corrupted it. And we want to be able to vote out a city mayor because that's in the bylaws. We can't do that. So we're stuck like 2.5 more years with Mohawk. And with that, I'll land my plane.
All right. Well, thank you, Brother Jason. Y'all keep fighting. And I got Miss Jackson on here. She says, what's up, Dimitri and Donovan? Did you see the percentage of Republican vote here in Chicago? The CNN said it was stunning. The Republican vote got almost 40%. Let's go, Black Chicago. So, yep, y'all did it, and y'all going to keep plugging. Like I said, y'all are a major inspiration to the rest of us in Black America because y'all were leading the way. And as baby boomers, as I think you all are, I think y'all get a bad rap sometimes, but y'all definitely showed how it is to be done, right? To stand on business and say, now you're not going to play in our faces no more. So we have much love for you all. Y'all keep fighting a good fight, and we're going to continue to do the same. Frank, how you doing? Black America.
What's happening?
Where have you been?
What is going on? The brother's on the road.
Man, I'm just sick of your election bull, mamma jamma. See, I can't cuss. I hate it that we can't come over here and be grown. Everywhere else on YouTube, I can go and be grown. I can't come over here and be. I can't go and be myself because you with all of these.
Sure about that?
Yeah, I can't say nigga. I can't say nothing over here. You don't. We can't cuss. You don't want nothing over here, so I don't try and come too much.
You want to? Listen. Okay, Black America. Can I tell you something? Listen, Donovan will tell you this about me. If you ever get to know me off,
you got a foul mouth.
Bad.
I know you got a foul mouth.
Bad.
So, but I can't come. But I can't come over here and cuss. We all grown over here. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care if your daddy. Do you watch other YouTube channels?
Listen.
Go over to go over to This Might Be Risky or any of the other channels. We act up. Go over to Fatty's channel. It's nothing. It doesn't mean anything. And so I understand. I be respectful. So I was just trying to avoid all of this election stuff because y'all was kind of beating a dead horse. For one thing, I know that we as Black people are racist. Your daddy is a racist. You can't tell me no difference.
Well, I wouldn't say racist,
for one thing,
very discriminatory.
No, racist. It's called racist. It's called prejudice. Black people do not like the small hat community. That lady was talking about Bernie Sanders. It's been in our music for decades. We all listen to Ice Cube talk about the small hat community. We don't like them. You know who we don't like either? We don't like those red dot Indians that have our corner stores and those sand people. We don't like them either. People that's been in the military. We don't like them. She had absolutely no chance of getting it.
Right, but is it racism or is it discrimination or prejudice?
It's all of them.
Right, because we don't have the real ability to be racist, right?
Yeah, we actually can. If black people would stop going to these stores and shopping, that's being racist because you're using your power to economically affect another person. That's what racism is, having the power. It's just that
have we
no,
done
because they lazy. Black people are lazy for the most part. I just heard a young girl talking about she can't buy a house. Is she married? You damn right she can't buy a house. Where's she at? She doesn't make enough money to buy a house. For the most part, women don't make enough money. For the most part, single people in general don't make enough money. Unless you own a business, unless you work like me, a dog, 100 hours a week, and own your own trucks and stuff like that. You don't make enough money. You're poor. And whether Kamala got in or Trump got in, poor people are still going to be poor. It ain't like people got off the soup line when Trump was in office. It was still poor people and homeless people. Like, I don't understand, I just was thinking it was just beating a dead horse. But I just came to mess with y'all, and like I said, I just hated that you guys so focused on a lady. And then us men, we love you women to death. We will actually give our lives for you. But we don't want you guys in charge of anything. Like, go to Walmart and work or some shit like that. I don't even like broads driving me. I got 3 women. They know not to even drive me anywhere. I don't care if I got an eye hanging out my socket and we on our way to the hospital. You're not driving. I'm doing. You know what I mean? So
Black America, strangely enough. Oh, there's another person on here. You're gonna get a whooping too. Oh my God, you're gonna get a whooping. Easy E, you finna get a whooping. But Black America, strangely enough, this is gonna sound strange. I missed you. I really did. And now I'm thinking, why? I'm just playing. Y'all see he froze up. It was the ancestors. Boom, shakalaka. I'm gonna put him down. I don't think he wants to be up here with his mouth open like that. But Black America, you froze up, so I'm gonna take you off. But we do love you anyway, brother. Jason, I see you came back on. And Donovan is giving me the it's time to wrap it up. Oh, you know what? You're on mute.
All right. Yeah, I heard you say it's time to wrap up. He almost caught me. Then I realized he's a returning person and you gave him grace. Yeah, good job. He's a good troll. It's not that, it's not that black men are misogynistic, because who leads our households? Real talk. Who leads the household? Even if the daddy did. Even James listened to Florida all the time. Every time she said James, all right. Damn, damn, damn. She ran it. Let Claire get upset. Cliff was like, I can't even eat a sandwich.
Right.
I mean, I'm flabbergasted, but don't come out here talking about don't listen to your man, lie to your man. Basically, the Democrats, if you want to go on a spiritual thing, they not only sidestep protocol, but they trying to break down hierarchy. God, man, woman, child. You understand what I'm talking about?
I understand.
Let alone holding Elder Biden in there long enough till they were able to say, yeah, she's the vice president, so she's automatic. No. You just destroyed everything that we supposed to stand on. And then we supposed to accept that? As you tax us? Nope. Not gonna happen. So either people didn't vote or they voted for a different party. Oh, by the way, in Chicago, West wasn't on the ballot. JFK still was, but West was. There was an empty spot. I didn't even see who was the female that was running.
Jill
The
Stein.
white chick. Yeah, she wasn't on there either.
Yeah, a lot of them couldn't get on ballots in different states, but they got a good amount, I would say, of the votes, more than they've usually gotten, which means that the message is starting to get out.
I got one, Donovan. What do you think of West?
He's a man of his time. I think he's still of the civil rights era type folks, still doing that everybody stuff, and doing the everybody stuff and being inclusive isn't going to help us as a people. We got to help ourselves first before we worry about anybody else.
Absolutely.
I'll tell you what I just heard. I'll tell you what I just heard you say. He panders to the older demographic and he's a fossil. Only thing I can say about Mr. West is can't say that he's not foundational Black American if you're worried about a Black person being in office. However, he's just like Dyson. He'll take super long words to just say, I'm having a good day.
Oh my God. You know what?
It would have been really good. Go ahead, Dimitri.
We about to get out of here because we didn't overstayed our welcome, but we're gonna be back here Sunday. Of course, we're gonna watch.
Always welcome.
Oh, well, thank you.
I'll be out there in the ether. I'll be listening. I catch y'all every now and then.
We'll come back and see again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, bye. So we're gonna get out of here. I've been up all night. Donovan's been up all night. Donovan's been up messing with people. Hey Bakari, how you doing? And Easy, where have you been? Okay, I think I emailed you.
Did anybody notice on this show the trolls are missing now that Kamala has lost? The money flow has stopped, which happens immediately after an election is called and stuff. So the trolls are now gone. All those people that were taking the $5, $20 or $1,000, whatever, that's all gone. Notice that nobody that was for Kamala has come up. We've invited people to come up. These people are still in their feelings, and I just don't get it. Now, we're all supposed to be Americans and get back to what we're doing and move forward. But again, it also shows you the very thing that they accuse the Republicans of doing. The Democrats are no different. MAGA blue, MAGA red, it still exists. It's a real thing.
Absolutely. So we Donovan, we deserve, and you guys did too, this next couple of days. Oh, you was a YouTube jail, Easy. What you do? What were you doing? I'm interested in knowing what you do. But yeah, you guys, we all deserve a nice couple of days off to rest and just contemplate from here on out. And that was the next question. Where do we go from here? And I would love for Walter to come on here, but he's just busy. Wednesday's the day that he's, doing a lot of business. So I think Sunday we'll answer that question. Where do we go from here? Because there's definitely somewhere we need to go. We as Black people, after this election season, we don't have very much time to waste celebrating or any of that other stuff. We need to get to work like yesterday. So, and Cynthia, how you doing? Said I had the pleasure of meeting in Dearborn and marching with her in Chicago. She's really a smart, lovely, smart person. And you're talking about Jill Stein. Is that who you're talking about? Okay. And Jay Hunt, how you doing? Says Donovan, you're so right about Mr. West. And Bakari says, I'm glad Trump won, just like I knew it would happen. Rod says, Dimitri and Donovan, thank you so much for your coverage last night. And today you are doing God's work. And I want to thank y'all for being here, because without y'all, we wouldn't be here, right? And Brina, yes, y'all all get some rest. Lady Diana, everybody get some rest. Ray for you says, say I voted for Cornell, so you did. Okay, well, you exercise democracy. Brother Reggie says that Obama just put out a long statement. Did they have the words hope and
I'm
change?
so sick of y'all black folks. I told y'all how to vote. Y'all make me sick.
Just can't stand the sight of you. Ugh. Barack, let's go back into our vineyard and just stay away from them. I can hear it now. Oh, they just disgust me, Barack. I just can't stand them. They didn't do what we say do. Thunder says, DK, was that, what has Walter said about this? Oh, man, you know what he said. He is happy. He says, let's get to the money. Let's get to the money, because that's what matters.
Yeah, and before we go, don't forget to check out everybody else's YouTube channels. If you guys got a YouTube channel, we'll shout you out. Your Average Logical Thinker, she's been dropping some gems on relationships and just overall mental health things, but mostly relationships. She gives a great synopsis. And of course, Miss Sweet Talk, you guys go with her, God above everything, and she's doing a great thing on her channel. Just become a member, subscribe over there, and check it out.
The audacity, even the audacity of Megan's WAP. That's what what's her name? Maxine Waters said. That's the audacity of WAP. Even the audacity of Megan Thee Stallion's WAP couldn't get Kamala in office. Maybe because she has a DOP. I'll let y'all figure that out. Anyway, we're going to get out of here. My pillow is calling me back. Black Butterfly, how you doing? So we're going to get out here. Love and appreciate you. Chaos was going on. Hope you all are well. And you guys, we'll see you on Sunday. Peace.